Hello students, welcome to this session. Hope you are all doing good. So in this session, we are looking into coding and decoding the actual questions of TG ICET 2025. Okay. Then now do subscribe to our YouTube channel Time for ICET and don't forget to hit the bell icon for all the notifications of the videos we upload in our channel. Right. So now let's look into this. So based on the table and the rules given below, answer the questions from 1 to 5. That is what we have. Okay. Right. So now you have this table, numbers and some symbols are available to you and some rules are given. So we need to understand which of them satisfies and answer the question. So now you have this. What is the code for? So you have 2, 4, 3, 5, 7, 8. Correct? Now when you look at these rules, is all about if the first digit is and the last digit is. So in all the rules, if you see first digit and last digit is what he is talking about. Now when you look at the first and the last, here first is even, last is also even. So if first is even and last is even, it is rule 4. If the first digit and the last digit both are even, then both of them are denoted by the code of the greatest digit. So which is the greatest digit? 8. And what is the code for 8 given here? Copyright, C symbol. So and that is what you code here. And then look at your options. There are two options that satisfies. If there was only one option, mark and move on. Do what is necessary to get the answer, mark and move on. Got it? So now let's see for the others. You simply have to look into the codes. So 4357. So 4 is asterisk, 3 is dollar. So asterisk, dollar, 57. 5 is hash, 7 is G. So 5 is hash, 7 is G. Now see which option that is. Hash and G, yes. So you get choice 2. That's all. You use the conditions and the table to get the answer, mark and move on. Got it? The same, similar, one another. So we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have first is odd, correct? 1 is an odd number. So 1 is an odd number, 8 is an even number. So first digit is odd, last digit is even. So where is it? Rule 2, if the first digit is odd and the last digit is even, then codes are to be interchanged. So the codes we interchange. So 1 and 8, 1 is @ 8 is copyright. So you interchange copyright first, @ last. So copyright first, @ last. Now see how many options are matching? Only one option, option 4. Mark and move on. What about the others? You use the table, you get your answer. Understanding the point? So 2, 4, 5. So C asterisk hash. So C asterisk hash 6, 7. KG. KG. Look at the option. Matches. So always keep an eye on the options and know when to stop, where to stop to identify the option, mark and move on. Understood? Okay. So yes, choice 4. Next, one more. Yes, what is the code for? 6, 9, 7, 8, 4, 5. 6, 9, 7, 8, 4, 5. So now 6 is even, 5 is odd. So first digit is even, last digit is odd. Condition number 1. First digit is even and the last digit is odd. Both of them are to be coded with the code of the first digit. So what is the code? What is the first digit? 6. And what is the code for 6? K. So you code both as K. Now look at your option. See how many options are there? There is only one option that satisfies K and K, first and last. Mark and move on. Correct? Then look at the remaining 9, 7, 8, 4. So 9 is percentage, 7 is G. So percentage D, G, 8 and 4. 8 is C, copyright, 4 is asterisk. So copyright asterisk. See, it matches your first option. Understood? Yeah. Then next, one more. What is the code for? 987366. Now here, one is odd, the other is even. First is odd, last is even. So first is odd, last is even is condition 2. If the first digit is odd and the last digit is even, codes are to be interchanged. So 9 and 6. For 9 is percentage, 6 is K. So 9 is percentage, 6 is K. You exchange. So we have K and percentage. Look at how many options you have, K and percentage. Only one option, choice 2. Interchanging the codes. Then 8736. 6 again we know is K. Correct? 873. Copyright G dollar. Copyright G dollar. And it matches. Yes. Then one more. Code for 928657. Now both the first digit and the last digit are odd. First and last are odd. Correct? So what condition it is? Condition number 3. If the first and the last digit both are odd, then both of them are to be denoted by the code of the last digit. So what is the code of the last digit? 7 is the last digit. What is the code for 7? G. So you code both as G and look at your options. See how many options are there. There is only one option, third option. Mark and move on. Correct? Then 2865. So 2 is C, 8 is copyright, C copyright, 6 is K, and 5 is hash. K hash, and that matches. So you don't need to completely work on it and then only check the options. Always keep in mind what are the options. Parallelly keep working on it and checking how much is needed for me to check, mark, and move on. That is all you need to do. Understood? Right. So this is one model you have in coding decoding. Then another, yes. He says in the English alphabet, a code is designed as follows. If the nth letter is a consonant, then it is coded as n plus 10th letter cyclically in the clockwise direction. Means he has given an example. D is coded as n. How? D is 4, fourth letter. So how is it coded? N plus 10, 4 plus 10, 14, n. Same way T is a 20, consonant. 20 plus 10, 30. 30th letter is nothing but fourth letter, D. So for a consonant, n plus 10 letter, and each vowel is coded as the next vowel cyclically in clockwise direction. See, for E, I, and for U, A, next vowel. Now based on this code, answer the questions from 6 to 10 is what he has given. So now we create a table first so that we know what letter and what code is used so that we can answer all the 5 questions at a time. Okay, so let's do that. So we take the vowels first. So the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So you will get E, I, O, U, A. So this is the codes. So we have the letter and the code for it according to the logic for vowels. Each vowel is coded as the next vowel cyclically. Correct? Now consonants. The consonants we have is B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. So these are my consonants. The letters I have written. Now I have to take the codes for it. And the logic we have is code it as plus 10. Correct? Whatever the consonant place value is, you add 10 to it, you get your answer. So now you have 2. 2 plus 10, 12 is L. 3, 3 plus 10, 13 is M. Okay? D is 4. 4 plus 10, 14, L, M, N. Then 6 plus 10, P, 16. So now you have L, M, N, P. Correct? Then 17. Then 18. Then you have 10 here. 20. Okay? Then 21, 22, 23. Correct? Then 14 plus 10, 24. 16 plus 10, 26. So you need to be careful where there is a skip, means in between where you have a vowel. You need to be careful. See, between D and F, E is missed. So here we need to be careful. Otherwise, it is consecutive. correct? So we have P, now 17 plus 10, 27, 18 plus 10, 28, 19 plus 10, 29, correct? 20 plus 10 is 30, then 31, sorry, not 31, see? Now between T and V, U is missed, correct? So be careful when you are taking the letters, we need to be alert. So this is 22, 22 plus 10, 32, so you get F. Then this is 33, G. Then 24 plus 10, 34, H. 34 is 26 plus 8, 8th alphabet. Then 25 plus 10, 35. So it is 9th alphabet. And 26 plus 10, 36, 10th alphabet. So that way we get our letter and the code. We get the letter and the code like this. So you need this, sorry. So you need this to answer all the questions in one stretch. So you have this ready in your rough sheet so that as and when you have questions, you can just have a look into it and answer. Okay. Now look at this. He says, what is the code for India? So you just have to see. Now since I is, for I, what do you have? O. So O and O. So see in how many options you have O and O. There are 3 options where you have O and O. So for N, D and A, we need to check. So for N, it is X. For D, it is N. And for A, it is E. So O, X, N, O, E. So O, X, N, O, E is available in the third option. So you have the table ready, you get your answers. Understood? Next. So you have TG ICET. Okay. So for vowels, it is easy. So target vowels first. So for I, you have a O. For E, you have a I. So O in the 3rd position, I in the 5th position. So where all you have it in 3 options. 2nd, 3rd and 4th options you have it. So I need to check for the remaining. So T is matching. Repeated. So for T, what is the code we have? For T, it is D. So you need D first, D last. Okay, it is happening in still 2 options. Now I need to check for G and C. So for G, it is Q. For C, it is M. So Q, M. So that will give you me choice 2. So do what is necessary. You need to identify which can I target first so that I can start looking at the options. Always target vowels first. Then target the repeated alphabets. Understood? Okay, next we have is exams. So A you have is I. That is the only vowel. Okay, sorry, A you have is E, my bad. A you have is E. Correct? A is E. So E is available here, here and here. 1, 2 and 4. Okay. Now for E, for E you have I. So I and E. So that is still available in 1, 2 and 4. Now we have X, M and S. We need to check that. So X is H. Okay, M is W. S is C. So HWC. That is what we write. HWC. So IHEWC. That's available in first option. Okay. Then we have NALGONDA. Now look for vowels. So A is E, O is U, again A is E. So 2nd, 5th and last, EUE. So 2nd, 5th and last. So you do have that everywhere. So we need to look into the remaining. So N is repeated. So let's look for N. So for N, what do you have? For N you have is X, correct? So let's take that. For N you have is X here and here. So XEUXE. So XEUX, XEUX. So you do have some XEUX available. Then for L, G and D, these are the remaining. Okay, let's check that. So L is V, G is Q. So V, Q, D is N. So V, Q, N. So LGD is V, Q and N. So XCV QUX, XCV QUX NE, XCV QUX NE. Yes, choice 4. Okay. Then, yes, we have one more. It is Prayagraj. Okay, so A is E, again A is E, again A is E. So there should be 3 E's, 3rd, 5th and 8th. So you do have EEE available. So then next we need to look at R. So R is repeated. So PR, GR, J. Okay. PR, GJ. Y is also there. So R is B, P is Z. So ZB. So ZB. Okay. So ZBE. So ZBE and then EBE. Okay, that is still there. ZBE, then E with a BE. ZBE, E with a BE. So still 2 options are there. 4th option is also matching. Okay, all are matching in fact. So let's take the remaining Y, G, J. These are the 3. So Y is I, G is Q, J is T. So IQT. IQT. So ZBE, IE, QBET. ZBE, IE, QBET. That's available in 3rd option. Okay. Yeah. Understood this? So have the table ready before you attempt questions. Based on the rule, you get the table. Okay, then next. In a certain code, problem is coded as. Okay, so we have problem that is coded as KILYOVN. And then he's asking, then solution is coded as. So this is coding. Always look for how a question is asked. That is where we decide whether it is coding or decoding. So now here, if you check, the first focus is always vowels and consonants. See, for O you have a L, for E you have a V, for L you have a O, means there are no logic for vowels and consonants because consonant is replaced by vowel, vowel is replaced by consonant, so there is no logic there. We take the place values. Now when you look at the place values, you don't need to write all the place values. As and when you keep writing them, you will see that whenever you get 2 numbers together for checking, check for opposite pairs, corresponding pairs first. Now here what is happening? 16 and 11, 27, 8 and 18 and 9, 27, 15 and 12, 27, 2 and 25, 27. So like that, everywhere that you see, you are having opposite pairs. So the logic here is opposite pairs. The logic is opposite pairs. So we do the same thing. Now how do I get the missing? You can simply take 27 minus the place value, because we know by adding the 2 place values, you will get 27. So when you already know one of the place values, simply do 27 minus, you will get your answer. So here you have 19, so you get 8, which is H. Okay, I do have 2 options. The second alphabet is going to give me my answer. That is all I want. See, the second alphabet is L here, M here. I need to check what it is. Now here you have 15, so you get a 12, which is L, because 27 minus 15 is 12. So HL, that's available in option 1. That's it. Mark and move on. Understood? You don't need to work on completely. So here L you have O. Here 21 you have 6. Here 20 you have 7. Here 9 you have 18. Here 15 you have 12. And here 14 you will get 13. So that is how you get your final answer. That matches your first option. So the logic is opposite pairs. Understood? Right. The next, yes, in a certain code, dog is coded as 420. Cat is coded as 60. Then in the same code, fly is coded as. Now we take the place values 4, 15, 7. Correct? Now by adding, obviously is not getting. What if I multiply? 4 into 15 is 60. 60 into 7 is 420. So basically it is product of place values. Here see 3, 1, 20. Multiply 3 into 1, 3. 3 into 20, 60. So same way 6, 12 and 25. 6, 12 and 25. Correct? So 25 into 12 is how much? 300. 300 into 6 gives you 1800, and that's available in first option. Product of place values is the logic. Product of the place values. Understood? Then, yes, the next we have is the word prime is coded as NFIOQ. Same way, there is one more example. Mango is coded as HPNLZ. Now, using the same, then in the same code, the word grape is coded as. So, it is again coding. So, I need the code for grape. So, let's see what is happening here. Now, if you observe, the middle alphabet is same in both, correct? So, here also I take the middle alphabet same. Okay. Then, when you look at what is happening is, he is considering exchange of these two, means he is writing P and R here, M and E here. So, these two and these two are exchanged. And then see what is happening here to here, +1, the next alphabet. And here to here, it is -1, the previous alphabet. Correct? So, directly by looking at it, you may not get it because this is 16, 14, -2. Then here 13 and 8, you are not getting -2. So, you have to check parallelly. The logic should be the same. So, I cannot directly take the differences because there are two examples given. I need to match the logic in both the examples. So, the logic here is, again, if you check, he has taken the first two and the last two and exchanged their positions, and then for the first two, he is taking the next alphabet. For the last two, he is taking the previous alphabet. So, in both the cases, that is what is happening. Correct? So, we do the same. So, we take PE and GR, and now we take the next alphabets for P and E, that gives you Q and F, and we take the previous alphabets for this, that gives you F and Q. So, it is QFA, FQ, and that is available to us in choice 2. Understood? Yeah. So, when two examples are given, we need to match the logic in both. Then only it will be correct for my question. Got it? Right. The next one, yes. Now you have, look at the question. Then which word is coded as? So, this is decoding. That means in our question, I will write the code first. Then I will write the word, so that whatever the logic we get, we can apply the same for the question that is given. C, J, Q, J, D, G, K, F, S. For that, we need to see. Now, see what is happening. This is 15, 16. So, +1. This is 26, 25, -1. So, based on this, you should not assume that it is +1, -1 alternately, and parallelly you have to do it that way. We don't know that. Correct? So, check carefully. 19, 20. So, again +1. 7, 8. See, again you have +1. If you had assumed that it is +1, -1, then that logic will not work. Then here 2, and you have, so we have OZSGB. Acha, PY, I forgot. This is not O, my bad. This is A. Sorry. So, this is 1. So, -1. 8, 7, -1. 16, 15, -1. 17, 18, +1. 22, 21, -1. 20, 19, -1. So randomly +1, -1 are given, correct? But one thing what you also have to understand is look at the numbers. So once you look at the numbers, you will understand that all the odd numbers, what is happening? +1. And all the even numbers, see what is happening? Is doing -1. That is what is happening. So the place values, if it is odd, adding 1. Place values, if it is even, subtracting 1. Understood? So that's what we are going to do here. So we have 3, 10, 17, 10, 4, 7, 11, 6, 19. So we take all the odd numbers first. You take the next alphabet. So this is D, R, then H, L, and T. Correct? So the only option that starts with a D is option 1. Mark and move on. So for the remaining, you take the previous. So this is I, again I, this is C, and this is E. So D-I-R-I-C-H-L-E-T, D-I-R-I-C-H-L-E-T. So please look into how the question is asked. He says which word is coded as, so it is decoding. Understanding the point? So when it is decoding, write the code first, then the word, whatever the logic is, you can apply the same logic without any change. So all the odd numbers, you are adding 1, and all the even numbers, you are subtracting 1. That's the logic. Understood? Yes. Then the next one, we have JNU is coded as 10, 17, 14, 13, 21, and 6. So this is 10, 14, and 21. And now he's asking in the same PUSA is written as. Now see, observe, because there are 3 alphabets, I will be taking 2 numbers for that. And by looking at these numbers, whenever I told you, whenever you have 2 numbers, try to add them and check. Don't look at them as digit, look at them as numbers. 2, a number with a 2 digits. See, you have a 10 and a 17, add them, 27. 14 and a 13, you add them, 27. 21 and 6, you add them, 27. So basically, he is writing the numbers as opposite pairs, taking the place value and then writing the opposite of that. Understood the logic? So same way, you have 16, 21, 19, and 1. So for 16, we know it is 11. Then for 21, we know it is 6. For 19, we know it is 8. And for 1, we know it is 26. Now you need to see which option matches. So 16, 11, okay. 21, 06, 19, 08, 01, 26. So option 1. So it is pairs of numbers that are opposites. The first number is the place value, the other number is the opposite of it. That is the logic. Understood? Then, yes. Now you have road is URDG, and then Everest is coded as. See, this is coding again, because very clearly it says Everest is coded as. So it is coding. So we have 18, 15, 1, 4. 21, 18, 4, 7. So as you can see here, everywhere it is +3. Everywhere it is +3. So that's what you do. So 5, wherever you have 5, +3. Everywhere it is +3 actually. So you have H, H, and H. 8, 8, 8. 1, 3, and 5 are H, H, and H. So you do have them in all options. Then 22 plus 3 is 25, so that's a Y. Then 18 plus 3 is 21, that's a U. 19 plus 3, 22, that's a V. And 20 plus 3, 23, that's a W. Correct? So which is HY, HU, HVW. Yeah, third option. Okay. So based on the options, you can see which of them I can verify. You can check first and last. But first we need to know what is the logic. Then you can pick and choose which I have to check. You cannot, do in a random way. Understood? Right, next you have the code for computer is, again it is coding only. So you have calculator, and that's coded as ACCLLUTARO. Okay, the same alphabets are written in a different manner. So you have computer. Okay, so now see what is happening. He's taking two pairs and then exchanging their positions. He's taking two pairs and he's exchanging their positions. Correct? Two letters are interchanged. So same way we do. So we take two letters and we interchange. OC, PM, TU, RE. So OC, PM, TU, RE. OC, PM, TU, RE. So it is available in option 2. Correct? That's all. Then next, in a certain code, the word ship is coded as 208. Then note is coded as 216. Then back. Okay, so let's take the place values 19, 8, 9, 16. Obviously, it is not direct multiplication. So let's add. So 19 plus 8, 27. 27 plus 9, 36. 36 plus 16. You get 52. And from here to here, can I say it is into 4 times? Correct? So same way, 14, 15, 29 plus 20 is 39 plus 5. So 39 plus 5 is going to give you 44. And again, into 4. Sorry, 49 plus 5 is 54. 54 into 4. 54 into 4. You get 216. So same way we do it. So 2 plus 1, 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 11. That gives you 17. So that now you do 17 into 4. So 17 into 4 you get is 68. And that's available in option 4. So doing sum of the place values and then multiplying it by 4. Correct? Then, yes, now if in a specific code, rational is coded as, then the code for experience is, okay. So you have rational is CLETZYLW, and then you have experience. So ensure that you are doing the questions one time and getting the answer right away. Understood? You need to follow at a steady pace, work it out, getting the answers then and there. Okay? Yes. Now let's see. So we have 18, 1, 20, 9, 15, 14, 1 and 12. This is 3, 12, 5. This is 20, 26, 25, 12 and 23. Okay. Now when you look at, let's start with smaller numbers. When you look at smaller numbers, here I am adding 11. Correct? Same way for 9 by adding 11 gives you 20. Same way for 1 you are adding 11 is 12. For 12 you are adding 11 is 23. For 14 you are adding 11 is 25. So everywhere the logic is you are adding 11 to it. So that 18 plus 11 is 29. 3. 20 plus 11 is 31. 5. Then 15 plus 11, 26. So everywhere plus 11 is being added. So same way we do. So you have 5. So wherever you have 5, you add 11 to it. So you get 16, P, 16, P, 16, P, 16, P. So first and last should be P. So look at it, first and last P. It happens only in option 4. That's all. Mark and move on. Understood? So now you know how to do it. So try the others also. Everywhere you add 11. Okay. So 3 plus 11, 14 is N. 14 plus 11, 25 is Y. So like that. Okay, 9 plus 11, 20 is T. 18 plus 11, 29. That is nothing but 3. That is C. Correct? So, you can work it out that way. So, we have 24 and 16. So, 16 plus 11 you get is 27. 1, that is A. 24 plus 11 is 35. So, 35 is 9, that is I. So, that's what we have. PIA, PCT, PY, NP. Choice 4. Plus 11 we add. But always when it is coding decoding, look at the question. In what way the question is asked? Do I have to find the code or should I decode it to find the word? That is important before you look into the logic. Okay. Yes, one more we have. Length is coded as PIRKXL. Then the word, see the word which is coded as. So basically this is decoding, correct? Because this is decoding, we do it in the reverse. So we write the code first, then we write the word length. Now we have the code ZSPYQI. Now what is the word we have? So we check. So we have 16, 12, 9, 5, 18, 14, 11, 7, 24, 20, 12, 8. So everywhere what you see? Everywhere you see -4 is happening. Correct? -4, -4. Same thing we do. 26, 19, 16, 25, 17, 9. So everywhere you do -4. So we have 22V. So starting with V, there is only one option. Third option. Because this is 15O, 12L, 21U, 13M, 5E. So the word that we are looking for is volume. That is what we have. Understood? Yeah. Okay. So those were the questions you had in coding decoding for TG ICET 2025. Clear? Right. Now, before we end the session, do join or subscribe to the YouTube channel Time for ICET. And these are our other social media links for Telegram channel and for YouTube channel. Links are given in the description box. And for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at this given link. Okay. All right. So that is it. Thank you and goodbye.